Hello, and welcome to my very first Let's Play series on Factorio. Okay, welcome back to Factorio. And when we look at the things here, as I run around and fix a power pole in my car and do a little bit of repairs, I can't drive without running into things. This episode is going to be a little bit different. As we zoom out on the map here, you'll notice that I have torn down my starter factory, and we are going to rebuild. So I am going to be putting in the all of the starters out. I've put in my blocks down through here, and I'm going to be pulling things out and building sites and my starter factory. I'm basically going to go back with a more permanent version of my starter factory that doesn't interfere and sit right in the way of my mall that I want to create, or my hub. So the I've got my main bus coming down the middle here. It's going to run north to south, and I'm going to bring things in and put them into place. So as you can see, we've got a lot of work ahead of us. There's a whole lot of boxes sitting here where I have taken everything down and put all of the resources into various boxes. And we're going to get started building out different things within this factory. So the sites will be in this area right here where I'm standing. The circuits will be across the bus from that. And then down below that, I'm going to have my main construction area that I'm going to be doing my building in. And so that'll be where I build some of my factories and the things that we need to expand and build our factory. I did take some blueprints, and we're going to be using some blueprints here. And I took some of the things I had kind of put together and then created a blueprint out of it. So we're going to take the red and green sites right here. I'm going to give myself a little bit of space up here at the top, but not too much space. And we're going to snap this blueprint in. Now this is my setup that I have for my red and green sites. And we're just putting back what we had on this particular component. So we had the various different things. Now we'll bring our resources in from across the street. And you can see I've got little icons on here that tell me exactly what I need. That's going to be my copper. This will be my iron, and that will be circuits. Now, I just erased my markers that told me what I need, so I'll have to recall and remember that as I'm going through this. But let's get the things put down here just as far as what we're going to be building. So I'm going to, let's put a little gap in here. That way I can come back in here and grab my little constant combinator. Where did they go? I don't see them. They've got to be in a box here somewhere. There they are. All right. I knew I had some. Let's put our constant combinators down so that we remember what we had where as we're doing this. Otherwise, I might forget what I had on each belt. So this was going to be copper. We're going to bring it in, put it on half of a belt. All right. This will be iron. There we go. And then this right here is going to be circuits, green circuits. All right. That's everything I need to build out this science build. So we'll plop down the... Oh, I hate it when I do that. Click in the wrong place and put the wrong item in there. Now let's put the assemblers here. This had an input coming in here, an output going there, and that is the opposite. So I'm using both sides of the belt there. All right, there we go. Let's see about getting all this set up. And then I've got some more down here. That brings them in here, and I got one more that comes in here. All right, there is all of the inserters needed for that section of this. Let's get some of the power poles in here. Just take these down through here and just run down through here, putting power poles down. Put the power poles down first. You can just run, drag, and drop. Oh, that might not be in the right place. That goes there, and that goes there. There we go. And these come out here. There we go. All my power poles are in. Now I will bring in the belt the rest of the way down through here. This belt goes the same direction, and I don't need it there, so I took it out of this one place. Now that's going to continue on down the line. And then this belt, let's go back up in here. Let's see, let's bring this around the corner and down here to there. Oop, that's a little bit too far. Let's see. No, I need to, that's wrong. I need it out there. There we go. There we go. Inputs coming in to the top half of that, and then bottoms out, goes out. All right, now we've got our rest of our belts running down through there. Let's get our manufacturing facilities in here. Got the red ones in, get the green ones in. They just plop right in there. Now we put the inserters in here. I could be doing these in sets of 4 down here. I just realized I could have been doing the bottom ones at the same time. But I guess this is the way I'm going to do it. So we'll put these in and then go up here once I've got all the inserters in here. There we go. Let's get these down here on the bottom. There we go. That is the red and science build, all set and ready to go. So we just need to hook it up, and we will have red and green science producing. Now I have a whole bunch of red and green science here in a box. I also have a whole bunch of science labs. I think more than I actually need. But what we're going to do is come down here. Oh, we are missing a power pole here. Let's drop that power pole in. There we go. We have no more blinking lights, although we are missing a component here. Let's see. Where are we going to put our science labs? Science labs need to come in. We'll put them back here a little bit further back. But I have a blueprint for the science labs as well. Now this is a new blueprint that I did, and it's intended to use up a lot more of the science. Let's come up here and get it relatively close to my green and science. I'm not really anticipating expanding the green and science. That produces one per second. That's kind of good enough. And so this blueprint here is a little bit tedious to put together, and the very first thing I do is make a mistake in placing the first science lab. There we go. Drag them in there. So this thing's designed where you just drag these things and just drag it across. There we go. And this is way more science labs than I'll need for a lot of things, but that's okay. This will work for a long time, and I had the labs, so why not use them? And then we have to hook all of this stuff up. So what we've got here is that this is built and designed and intended to be able to be used with all of with 7 different types of science. I've got 4 belts. The idea is to use half a belt for each type of science and run it down through the middle. And then basically what I have done is I have got my belts put in here. And you can see I've got the green ones coming through here, all the way down through here. There's the green, there's a green, or yellow. That's not yellow. They turn green when you hover over them. But these are the yellow belts. And then every other one is a set of the red ones. And basically this allows me to run different items down through here and access and pull it off. Now I tested this before we're building it here. I have actually already run a test on this. It works. And it's pretty compact. I was trying to figure out how to get all the belts in there. You know, with 7 different items, you've got to have a lot of items. There's, on either side. The only other way that I could look at to do it was do a big long row of things, and I did look at that. I could do a big long row of these things and run it from one end all the way to the other, but there was no real way to chain them together that way effectively, because you would have to use 2 belts on each side to deliver, and when you did that, it was you really couldn't chain from one to the other. This allows me to just chain from one to the other. Now I'm only going out 2. Could go further, but I don't really think I'm going to have a need to do more than that. So that is all of the belts and all of the inserters on that. Now we just go down through here, adding these inserters. These are the ones that transfer. There's 2 fast inserters per lab all the way down through there, and then we'll rotate the thing around and bring it down on the other side. So, and this will be our science lab. This will let us get our science up and running. Now, this is not going to do us a whole lot of good, I don't think, right now, because I think we've done most of the red and green science research. I think we've done it all, honestly. But once we build our military science and our blue science, then this facility will be back in use, and that'll be a good thing. So as we connect everything up here, there we go. Now that will allow us to bring the things in from various different things. We can build more science facilities and then connect this thing up. If I ever need this little spot here to build a different kind of science, we may just take this facility and move it. And that would be okay too. So we'll come right up here, connect this thing up like that. There we go. All right, and then what I want to do is put a box over here. Do I need more than one? I'm gonna put 3 boxes here. And then let's dump my science in here. So I can dump the red science in one. Oh yeah, let's do this differently. Let's put one on each side. We'll come up here where it's closer, right here and right here. There we go. That way they're covered by the telephone poles. Not totally. Oh yeah, there we go. They are totally covered. Nice. Alright, now then. Now we can do red science and green science. There was the red science. And there's the rest of the green science. Alright. So, we are pumping out our red and green science onto this belt and sending it over to the science labs. And we've got one of the 4 belts taken up, and it'll start delivering. You can see the red and the science going both on the top and the bottom. So science is back to functional. Now, if I had anything to research, or if I have to have more science to be able to do it, but hey, we are back in operational with the science lab as far as the labs go. But we need to get the other things over here that we need from our bus. So we need to bring the bus on to the south here, and then we'll bring it further down. There's my copper. Let's go ahead and bring the line down. And we will rotate this. And then we'll run this thing. Oh, that's backwards. Let's get that done correctly. And run this across there. All right, that'll be my copper. Very good. Now, go ahead and get the others down through here. Oops, that one's backwards. Let's cook that up correctly. We'll just bring all of the copper down. There we go. All right. And we'll extend these down a little bit further here so that we have the copper coming down. Now, let's look at this. We want to prioritize the left-hand side. That'll be and anything that's left over. We continue on. All right, and then we want to rebalance here. Let's see, let's build a rebalancer in here. Tried to do the rebalancer. That does not look right. Maybe I can bring this down to here. I believe I need to come to right there. I'm trying to remember how to do this. It's not working. I tell you what, I've got a blueprint. I haven't learned the blueprint for the 4x4 balancer yet. All right, we'll rotate this around and slap this thing down right there. All right, there we go. Oh, I see what the problem was. I needed more of a gap on the bottom down to the different things. Now I've got a little bit too much there. Let's take that out. He did. There we go. Shorten it up. All right, that is a 4x4 balancer. So there we go. There we go. And there we go. Putting those in there. Of course, I've got an extra line of those. And I want to move it. Yep. Let's do it. If we're going to do it, let's do it right. All right, that'll go there now. And then let's see. Let's go back to my blueprint. There we go. We'll stamp that down. Go ahead and put the underground belts. Let's shorten that. Move that up to there. There we go. And now we get all the belts in here, and we'll be good to go. We'll see all the places I can put the belts without doing any changes. There we go. We have a 4x4 balancer. That's very good. Now, next, we're going to need items coming across there for my circuits. And I'm going to need items. We'll put that in there. And then we're going to need, let's see, let's fix this belt direction here. I know some of you are probably bothered by that. There we go. Now we have copper coming down, and all of it right now is being diverted over here. Now we just need to get our iron plates. And of course, we still got to hook up our circuits. So iron plates are, we've got iron over here, lots of iron over here, but we need to get it, do it the right direction, rotate that thing around. All right. And let's see, we'll extend these belts on down. There we go. So we got 3 belts of iron coming down through here. And now we just need to get circuits. Where are... Oh yeah, I don't have circuits. That might be a problem. All right, let's make sure we're in the right place. So we've got this comes across here, and we'll just drag this and go right on across here. Yeah, everything's good. All right. There is the... Get that rotated around the right way. And drop it in right there. And we'll put that in there. And then all of those things are backwards. I thought I was doing so good. They need to be rotated, and I'll just have to come down through here and rotate all of them. Get some of them. And then we will put the priority on the left belt. And then once we go through that, we'll do a balancer. Now I wish I could just snap a balancer down over the existing belts, but it will not allow me to do that. That's what it's complaining about. So I have to come in here. All right, I can put these 2 down and that down. And then I'll take this and drag it down to here. There we go. Well, I'm closer, but I don't feel that is exactly correct either. Yeah, it's way too stretched out. What I need. That doesn't go there. No, that's not right either. Let's see. Put that in here. Let's see. All right, put that in here. All right, we'll put put this one in here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Take that out and that out. All right. Well, other than the fact that I think I've got one thing, we'll leave it like that. That's good enough. All right, let's get these reversed and get our iron flowing down here to our factory. There we go. There we are. And then we will bring that right across there. And that is going to be my iron. Alright, now we need circuits, and we need to build a circuit build over here on the other side. So while I've got I can't hook up the science until we get the circuits built. Now I have my green circuit tileable item here that I can use. So we will come right over here. This is where the green circuits is going to go. And we will pick a spot right here. That looks good. Leave tied up in here. And then, let's see. We'll drop that in again. And let's see. Do we want one more? Yeah, I do. All right. I'm going to put 3 of those in. That gives me a total of 12 of these things producing, if they're all running at the same time. So let's see what else we're going to need. There's copper. There's my coal plant. And I can see that things are running. Plant's producing power. Satisfaction looks pretty good. Everything looks fine. Now you can see I added this to my build. We'll look at this while we're here. So this is a add-on, a power utilization meter. It outputs the capacity of my network, of my power network. And then I have a switch. I have a red wire connected from the power utility meter up to the nearest pole, and then back down from the pole, back down to the pump here. And so what I do is, in order to create steam power, you need water. So what I'm doing is I've got these things configured at 50, one of them at 30%, one at 25%, one at 20% capacity. When the capacity starts dropping down, they start turning on. They turn the pump on. It pumps water down to the steam engines, and then once the capacity is back above what it needs to be, it turns it back off again. That's a coal, a measure to save a little bit of coal. Be a little bit resource, conscious of how much resources we're using, because I was burning all of those plants, and having 50 megawatts of power being produced was not the most effective way to have my coal being used. I messed it up. I hate when I do that. There we go. Put them back. Let's get down here where I can reach last two, and I messed the last one up too. All right, I'll have to go back and fix that. All right, let's get our belt coming down through here. Let's get our power poles. And let's get our inserters. Oops. Yeah, I would really like to just be able to drag those across there. But doesn't work. All right. Let's see, let's fix that while we're here. We'll go ahead and grab this one and just bring it over here. That's okay, that's good. We'll put the blueprint in there. There we go. And let's go back to putting our inserters in. We need to put these inserters in here. All right, let's see. We'll rotate that one around. Rotate these back around, make sure I get the direction correct. I'll come back and do the red inserters in a minute. All right, now let's do the red ones. these are the outputs that are outputting to the middle belt. And then the last one down here doesn't have the power thing. And looks like I'm going to, let's see, I've got these up over here. We'll rotate these around. They're inputs. They should be pulling items in. And then let's see about getting our power poles in here. Get rid of some of these ridiculous blinking icons. There's a lot of blinking icons. Let's see if it comes on. There we go. All right, we got this one in here. We got this one in here, and final. All right, all of the power's in. No more blinking lights. Now I've still got some hookup that I need to do here. I've got a lot of inserters that need to be placed. Let's rotate these and put them in. Right down the list here. Oh, too far away. There we go. And then come back down the other way as we're passing copper coils from those manufacturers into the circuit manufacturers. And then mapping the circuit boards onto the belt. So I got circuit boards being built on both sides, so that should increase my productivity. And that for the belt, or utilization of the belt is the word I'm looking for. And we'll be able to pull out the items from both sides of the belt. All right. I think I've got all the inserters in. Now it's just a matter of bringing in the belts. So we'll bring in the output belt first. All right. Let's get the rest of the belts in here. There we go. That goes further than it needs to. And we'll get these over here to the road, all three of them. And then we'll get our connector underground belts, run them underneath our path. That's coming that way. That's coming that way. Okay. Now, I don't have this marked on what I need. Let's see. I think it's just iron and the copper components, though. All right, these, let's get the rest of those blinking lights done. There we go. Yeah, I've got a few plates and copper iron over there. All right, plates and copper plates and iron plates. I got some of both. All right, we want to bring this down here. Let's see. I'm missing the blueprint. Let's copy the blueprint into here. There we go. All right, I think this is set up and ready to run. The only thing we need is resources. We need, and resources need to be iron and copper. And I will need to bring in multiple belts of each. I think I need a full 2 belts of iron and 2 belts of copper. Let's see what we got here. All right. Yeah, I don't like this balancer here. Let's take this out, because it's just in the way, right where I need to be bringing stuff in. Maybe move the balancer up here before this. Let's see if I bring the 4x4 balancer in. Here's what we're looking at. That would bring it down to there. That would bring it even down a little bit further. Not really a reason I can't do that. All right, let's cut the lines here. There we go. Let's stamp down our blueprint. There we go. And we will stamp it in right there. And we're going to shorten this up a little bit. There we go. And then with that, we will have all of that coming in there. Now let's hook everything else up. We'll bring the belts down. Twin that over there. And then this. There we go. Connect that up. There's that. All right. All right, we've got those things in here. Now we need to bring our underground belts for the section of that, the bypass. And then we need to put in the rest of our whoops, I just made a mistake and I didn't realize it at the time. For those of you who are wondering, I am commentating this episode instead of the normal recording it as I went. My audio was messed up, so I'm having to go back and actually then just do the, kind of put in my commentary afterwards. It's not the normal way I do my videos, and so things are a little bit awkward for me on this. Hopefully it's not too bad for you guys, but I guess it was better than no audio, which was kind of what we had at the moment. that was not going to be good. All right, we're taking these belts out. This is the output belts. All right. And let's see, we'll drive it out through here. Now, where am I going to put the green circuits? Right there, I guess. Far enough. It would have been nice if it had just been lined up. And it is not exactly lined up. It's off by one. All right, so we'll put the thing in there. Bring that across. Let's see. Yeah, I just don't need that one right there. And then I'll bring the belt out. And I'm going to split it down through there. And then let's see. With that, that's the one where I need it to come over there that way. Let's go back this way. Let's see. This, I believe, is going to be my output lane. It is. That is my output lane. So then I've got the input lane coming in. Iron will come across through there. Iron, I need on iron on the bottom. Yeah, we can make this work. Let's see. What are we going to do here? And then we need things up here as well and things down here. So we need iron in the middle. We need copper on the top and bottom. So that is where we need it. And we can put this one right here. Let's see. How do we want to do this? That one there. Let's see. Just thinking about this and how I want to make this run in here. A lot of the, I'll get a lot better at this at some point in time. I only want it on one side of the belt. I guess I do want the plates just on one side, don't I? All right, let's see. Put that in there, that in there. Okay, now we can rotate this around here. Put that in there, like that. No, that's not doing what I want it to do there. Right, that messed things up. I want that to come out straight. I want it to go on half the belt. I only want half the belt filled up. So I'm trying to bring in the full amount. I can bring that in there. I rotate that around. Oh, now there we go. That's what we can do. Put that there. Rotate that around and then as desired. That right there is the piece that was rotated around, and then this comes back out down. Okay. Move those out a little bit. I'm still not happy with this. That's the... Is it... Oh, rotate, rotate. These things are driving me nuts. There we go. There we go. All right. Got that should work. And then I can just hook this belt into here. This belt's going to continue on down to here. I'm not sure that's the way I want that to work. Let's see. Because the belt's going to get divided off. Let's see how we do this here. All right, that's going to put the iron out there. And since it's going on half, that is going to work, actually. Because as long as the incoming belt is full, it'll put half on one side, half on the other. Everything should be fine. And I can come in here and I can put this thing down right here somewhere. Rebalance those lanes once we get past that. All right. That took longer than it should have, but I now have iron plates on one side of the belt. So this will require iron. And we need copper. I did all that work. And now that I look at this, I did all that work to make sure that the iron and would only fill up half the belt. And yeah, well, I could have used the whole belt. Oh well, let's connect this up. Let's go get my copper. It's a lot less of a hassle. Let's see about getting the rotation in here that I need. There we go. Nope. It's not the right rotation. I'll figure this out in a minute. As far as it goes anyway, but we gotta rotate it. Let's see. It needs to come the other way. Oh, that's not right. That's not in the right place either. It's got to be up against the belt. There we go. I'm putting in the section of this where everything's running the wrong direction. I realize that as I get over here. Trying to figure out how to do that and do it correctly, and it still didn't work. Okay, there we go. Then we're going to need to come down here. That's going to be my outbound item. Further on down, I've got to get another belt of copper and bring that in down here. Let's see here. Running a little bit low on the inserters, but I've got more in the car. The underground belts, not inserters. Underground belts, we'll grab a whole bunch more of those. And we should be good on that. We've got other things. We got all kind of stuff in the car. This is from tearing down our starter plant. So, as I do this, I will get better at figuring out how to branch the main bus and into the different factories. So that is going across there. This is backwards, so I got to run across here and reverse all of these. It's okay, not a big deal. Just run down through here, highlight them, and press R, and they switch around to the opposite direction. Once I get them all running the right way, there we go. That's what I want. Then it's not a big deal. Oh, one more. And we should see it start running. And we do. Wonderful. Now, back across here to figure out the line that I need the other one on. All right. All right. And that is what I want there. All right, this is the line that I want. So since I'm having an issue with this, I really don't want to have to run in there and stretch that out on everything. Oh, there's my copper right there. So this is the line that I want right here. And what we're going to do is take that out a little bit. Yep, that's lined up. Very good. Now I need to bring my copper lines on down here. All right, there we go. Now we've rebalanced that, so let's now unbalance it and put some resources into there you go, into the box. All right, let's get this over there to my green circuit build now. And we're already bringing out that line, but then we've rebalanced it, so we can just do it that way right there. Yeah, there we go. We'll take this out a little bit. Take that out. Let's get the belt. That one continues on. Put the priority on the right-hand side. Go here and put the priority on the right-hand side here. There we go. It'll output everything it's got on the right-hand belt first. It won't split it evenly. I don't want it evenly split. I want it to feed the plant. I mean, if there's feed all available resources to the plant, if there's anything left over, then it will continue on down the bus. That's the way we want to do it. And then this should be lined up. It is. I can come right over here and I can just hold the button down and run. It'll fill it in. There we go. Making sure I'm on the right line. All right, there we go. Now then, let's bring the iron on down. There we go. All right, here comes the last belt of copper in. A little bit of a gap there. All right, while I was looking at this is, look at there. We have green circuits coming out. Let's make sure that they're coming all the way down here to where we want them, and they are. So we have one half of it already, but now we've got the other half. So I've got the circuits. Everything's good there. Let's see if we want to change anything about the setup here. I don't really think so, although I have to admit, after looking at it, I still don't. It could be a full belt. Do I really care? It's doing enough. I could move that to right there. Yeah, I do care. Let's fill that in. Bring this down one. There we go. And prioritize the left-hand side. There we go. We should prioritize the left-hand side on the other one up there as well. We don't really have a rebalancer in there. Now, it's producing the green circuits right now. All right. Now, the green circuits have to make it over to my factory. And this is the line that they're on right there. Now, I can't put that in there. I can put this in here. I could put it in like that right there. Bring it across. Okay. And let's see. All right, we'll prioritize the right-hand side for our science. Okay. Bring that to there. Bring that to there. I could snake that around, or I could put that right there in the way. Okay, let's rotate this in. All right, we've got circuits. That's not too bad looking. Being as I didn't have them lined up, if I'd had them lined up properly, I would have had that up a little bit higher, or have had my science slabs down a little bit lower. At the end of the day, we'll live with it. Let's extend these down a little bit here, just so that they all line up. That's how far they're brought down. And then let's do a little bit of rebalancing on these lanes, redistributing things. All right. So we have circuits coming into our build. Let's see what we have here. Oh, we're missing our recipe here. That should be a belt. Yeah, there we go. There's our belt. All right, it's now outputting belts on the other side, so we truly are now producing the red and the green science. Looks like the red science had already filled up. Green science should be running, and there's my green science coming out up there on the belt. Yep. Now, I can take out all of the filters or anything that I have. I take out those boxes where I was inserting my items onto the belt. That was just a fast way to get them onto the belt. Or more accurately, a lazy way to get them onto the belt. Okay. Let's head out back up here. So we got 4 lanes of copper coming in there. We have a copper mine here. We have a train station up here where we have built this a train station. And we've got all of this stuff working up in here. And then let's go up here to our oil field. There's oil up here. The other part of what we want to do on this episode is get some oil production going. So we'll use some of these oil fields and then produce some petroleum gas. Now I haven't messed with the oil things yet, so this will be kind of a new thing for me. I don't have any of my oil pumps. There they are. There's the oil pumps. Now do I have any liquid containers? Alright, there's some of the oil processing stuff. I don't see any liquid containers. Let's go back and get some liquid storage containers. We drive back by all of this stuff as we come down through here. A lot. Alright, right down the road. And I start going all over the place. My driving skills are not adequate for driving on that side of the road. When I rebuild a new series, I'm going to remember to move that and make that a little bit bigger. What I want to do is spread it out a little bit more. I think I want to move the power poles back off of the road, at least one. I'll use, instead of using yellow to jump the road, I still use the 4 block there. I kind of like that. I think that's fine. If the power poles were back one, it would be a little bit better. I just can't do that. There's my liquid storage boxes. I knew I had some. There's some pipes. I'm going to need some pipes as well. Do I have any pipes in the car? And then that is the train stuff. I don't think I'm going to use the trains. I think I'm just going to build a refining facility up there near the oil field right now. Stick it into a box. That'll be just fine. Won't need much more than that. All right. Let's see. Let's take some pipes with us. There we go. Anything else that I need? Let's take a little bit of steel. That's for oil refineries. I do have a couple of those. Alright, I should be able to make... What else do I need here? It's like I need to find my car and go back. A little bit of coal. Alright, let's go ahead and run those to the other side of the road. While we're here, bring these 2 things down. So this is the stone and the coal on our bus. We'll bring these down here to the same distance we have everything else. Alright, very good. And still going back across here, we'll do the same thing with our steel line. Let's go ahead and run it down here while we're here. Just get it down here with everything else. So we've got 3 belts of iron and 1 belt of steel coming down. Although I don't think the steel is by any means completely full. Don't think I need any of those. Any bricks at the moment. We do have bricks being produced. Alright. Here we go. We're headed back to the north, to the oil field. Hopefully we've got everything we need this time. If not, we have a car, we have fuel, we can drive back and forth all day. That might not be very interesting gameplay, but it is possible to go back and forth. All right, let's see. We'll park our car here. I don't know if it's out of the way or not. Let's grab some more of these pipes. All right, we've got plenty of pipes. All right, I think everything else is good. Let's take our machine gun and cut down a tree or two. All right, how many of these am I going to put down? Let's plop down a couple of those and just take a look at what we've got. We've got all this area over here, right here, kind of where I'm at. There's a big area here. We could build something. Wouldn't be a bad thing to do. So we can come over here and build that's a pretty good sized building. Oil processing here. There we go. I guess let's put 6 of those down. I have no idea how many I need or what they do. Let's see, petroleum grass, requires 100 crude oil in a half a second of production. Okay. That's going to turn crude oil into petroleum gas. And each one of these pumps, it pumps a pretty good bit. You know, not knowing how these things work, we've got 6 of those processors. Let's put 6 pumps down. Why not? At least then we'll have, I kind of like the symmetry. I think that's way more oil pumps than I need for 6 of these refineries, but I could be wrong. Now, how do we hook this stuff up to it? Haven't done this. Do I need to do more than one pipe or just one pipe? I'm not sure. Let's see. What am I looking for? Pipes. And let's put some of these out here on them. All right. Let's play shuffleboard. There we go. For some reason, I want the straight ones before the curved ones. All right, let's see. There's 3. Those are outputs. If the arrow direction means anything, and I'm willing to bet it does. So what we're going to need is, we're really only going to need 1 output. And then let's see, we can put some storage tanks right here. Let's see. Let's grab these storage tanks, and what we'll do is, let's get my character out of the way. I can put it there, rotate this there, put that in there, and rotate that like that. All right, so I got 4 tanks there. That would be a whole bunch of petroleum gas. Certainly more than I need, I think. And let's see, that would come over to there, like that, like that. This is the output. Now, right now, if I'm just crude oil to this, there's only 1 output, so I believe this will work. Now, we could do it right along the edge of these things. I've left an extra gap in there. There we go. All right. That hooks up the output. Now we got to figure out the input. Now the input should be a single thing of crude oil. Input should be just as simple as that was. All right, that should work. We'll just go down through here and put all these in. It's almost if they knew that's how you would have to hook these things up. I don't think it worked. Oh, maybe it didn't. All right, let's see. Now we need power poles. Let's see what we can do about the power poles. There. I was seeing if I could put just one every other one. Let's see. Plus if I, oops, let's move closer. Move that, put it right there. Come down here and put it right there. Will that work? Just every other one? Guess the only way to find out is to hook it up to power somewhere. And we'll bring this across here. We can put it right there. It's on the same line. It's not blocking the path. What I really should do is cut that tree down. Oh, it'll come all the way over to here, but then it blocks the port. I think this right here is where we're going to have to put it. Okay, well, that at least gets the power over here. And then we can go to those small power poles. And run one there, one there, one there. And then, yeah, it is pumping oil. Let's see, we want to go out here with a far edge there. All right, I think we just about got it. What we'll do is the same kind of a thing here. Let's see if I do that right there and put brakes in it. Oh, that's not going to work there. Well, maybe it will. All right. This over to here. And then put that in there. Oh, and I've got crude oil. Look at that. Crude oil's coming down. We'll hook that in there. That in there. And let's see, we'll bring this down here. Yeah, we can bring it right here and turn it and just pump it into this other one. Do that. Put it there and there. That'll connect in. There's crude oil coming there. And then this right here would be crude oil coming there. All right, I've got crude oil coming in from all over the place. Very good. Everything's flowing. Now we just need to bring these pipes over here. We need the power line coming over. Let's see. Where's a good place to put the power? Just looking at where other things are going to be. It won't go any further than that. That will come right in there. That'll work right there. Okay, now, yep, the line doesn't jump that far across, so that's not going to work. So what I will do, let's see. Well, let's see. I might as well just put one every one. I was trying to be a little bit stingy and only put one every other one, but it doesn't work. So we'll just line them up like a little bit closer than that normal. We don't have anything coming out yet, but it'll come out into those tanks. Well, we've got the crude oil up there. Oh, we gotta put the blue. We gotta tell it what to make. There we go. That was the missing ingredient. That one turns on. Paste that in. And let's see how many of you go to working. I see 3, 4, 5. Don't see any. Oh, there's 3 outputs, but now that I put the blueprint in there, the output is only coming out in one. It's not coming out the middle. Huh. Okay. I see the problem, so I got to rerun all that. Well, they had 3 outputs there. Why didn't it work with any of the 3? That's kind of annoying. Well, you live and you learn. Petroleum gas comes out in a specific spot. This output, it doesn't come out anywhere where you think it would, or it doesn't just come out anywhere. It comes out a specific port. There we go. There we go. And that should be able to turn in there. Okay, there we go. There is petroleum gas. It is coming out and flowing into my tanks. And I've got petroleum gas in all 4 tanks now. So we'll let that thing just run. It is producing petroleum gas. Now, it's not producing tons of petroleum gas, but it's producing some, and it'll give us some, it'll give us the items. It'll be sitting there when we're ready for it. So In this episode, as you can see, we've got our science back up. We've reestablished our science. We've reestablished our green circuits. We're actually making more green circuits than we were before. We've actually now put down a petroleum gas plant. So we've got a lot of stuff here. We've made a lot of progress. What we'll do next, the next episode, is come down here to the production areas, and I want to reestablish the logistics malls. That's all for today's video. I want to thank you for watching. Please leave comments down below and a like if you enjoyed the video. Let me know what I did wrong and what I can do better. Thanks for watching.